So I think I'm gonna start posting videos, and I honestly think I can make something out of this. I've seen a lot of other people do it.
Most people won't protect your dreams, and it's not because they want to hurt you, but it's because they see your future through the limits of their own experiences. Some dreams are meant to be built in silence and not forever, but just long enough for them to become real. I don't think that you should keep your dream a secret forever, but what I do believe wholeheartedly is that there is a danger zone when it comes to your dreams. And that's when people want to talk about their dreams the most. It's the beginning. It's when you first get the idea, the vision, the dream. Like, you're so excited. I've been there. You're so excited. You want to share with the people that, you love and you care about. But sometimes you can't share it with every single person. And that's because your idea, your dream, your vision, your goal is not strong enough to defend itself. One thing about it is when God downloads dreams into you, He gives them to you, not to anyone else. So people can't see what God is showing you. You know what I'm saying? And since your idea is super fresh and you may not even have tried anything to pursue this idea or dream or vision, there's room for doubt. Now, I'll never tell you to not tell anybody your dreams. I'm just saying be careful when it's in its fragile stage. I'm going to give you 4 points on why you should be careful and literally almost tell no one about your dream when you're first starting out. First point, people judge your future based on their past. Some have tried to go after their dreams and some have failed, and they think, well, I don't want them to feel how I felt when I failed. But the thing is, you guys aren't the same person. You guys have different work ethic, and sometimes people assume like, oh, I put this amount of effort forth and I didn't see anything, so how can they do it? They probably don't even put a lot of effort like I did, when to be honest, you may put more effort than they do. Because some people stop, like once they don't see something coming into fruition, they stop and they think, oh, well, I tried for 2 weeks and I didn't see anything from it. Baby, faith takes more than 48 hours. Faith takes more than 48 days, 48 months, and 48 years. I'm not saying it's going to take 48 years, but it's going to take some months at least to get to where you want to be with your dream and to reach that dream. And some people can't wait that long and they've stopped. And they don't want you to feel that same hurt and pain that they felt when they did and they gave up on themselves. And this also leads me to, they think that you can't do it because they have the belief in their mind that they can't do it. And not to say like people think that they're better than you, but sometimes when they have a belief about themselves, they think, well, if I couldn't do it, they can't do it either. Which leads me to saying that sometimes people think that only quote unquote special people can achieve amazing things. But the true thing about it is that it's only the people who don't give up. You can be special, but never successful if you give up on yourself. Ooh, that was a whole bar and a half. You can be special, but never successful because you don't put the effort forward and you don't believe in yourself. People can tell you that you're special from a young age, but if you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to put the effort forward. You're never going to try hard enough to actually make things happen. And in some cases, people are fake friends. They think they're better than you. They think they can do more than you. And they think just because they failed in the past that you will too. Like, you're definitely going to fail if they failed. Next point 2. Sometimes talking can trick your brain into thinking that you've already made progress. And I feel like this applies when you're not even taking action. You're just telling people, hey, I'm going to do this one day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But you never take the time to sit down to actually lay out a plan and actually execute it, which leads you to just continuing to talk about it and never moving forward and making progress. And sometimes people get stuck in this when they're in planning mode too. So like I'm planning to do this. I have this laid out and I'm going to start doing this. But the thing is, you have to actually start. You can't stay in planning mode. That's where a lot of people mess up as well. And then they start to doubt themselves, like when they talk about it to somebody, or just because things have been taking a little bit longer than they expected. Now, I'm not saying don't plan, but don't stay there. Don't stay in planning mode, because that's also a trick for your brain to think, oh yeah, I'm getting things done, I'm planning, but I haven't seen anything from it. Like, is it really worth it? It is. I'm going to expose myself. I used to get into planning mode and have it planned down to the T, where it's like, oh, I even know how long I'm going to have this done in this amount of time, X days, X, Y years, whatever. I would always start to doubt myself. because whenever I would set a specific date, I would get anxious. I wouldn't want to work on it. I'd feel disconnected, because I've realized that putting a time limit on something that you're working on a dream, on a goal, does more harm than good. I would rather you commit to doing a certain amount of tasks every week that are going to propel you into that direction that you want to go in, instead of putting a date on when you should meet that goal. I don't know if it's just me, but I thought I would add that. Third point, early dreams need more action than feedback. So the thing is, you're going to need to try things, almost like throw things at the wall and see what works, especially when you're first starting out, because this is all new to you. You're learning, and learning takes time. Just like how we were in school and we learned, and even if you're in school now, you know it's been a long time. You're probably tired of school and you're ready to be done. But learning takes a long time, especially when you're learning something completely new that you've never been introduced to. So like when you get a bunch of feedback on something that you're just starting out, it can be really overwhelming. And it can cause unnecessary overthinking, overanalyzing, and it may even cause you to be stagnant and actually stop going after that dream because you don't know what direction to go. And you're thinking about someone else's opinion of what you're doing. And you're like, okay, well, what do I do now? I don't even know what to do. And they don't have the answers for you because they're not doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it can be really hard, and you can sabotage yourself for maybe even looking for feedback from somebody or just telling somebody about your dream, especially when it's really early on. Sometimes you just need to keep on trying instead of getting unnecessary input from people. You need them reps, just like you're at the gym. You need proof and you need momentum. Point 4. Now, this is for the people who just want to tell somebody about their dream. I understand. I've done it before too. I've only told like a couple people at one point. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you have to be careful of your audience, of who you tell about your dream. You would say that goes without saying. But here are some things to remember when you're choosing who to tell your dream. I'm not telling you don't tell your dream. No, if you want to just not tell your dream, it's probably the best thing to do when you're starting off. But if you want to tell your dream to somebody, keep this in mind. I would definitely give yourself time where you can come to terms with the fact that you don't know what type of response you're going to get from somebody. I feel like when we tell people our dreams, we automatically think that people are going to be happy for us, excited for us, and proud of us for actually, thinking about going after our dream or actually taking action to go after our dreams. But you got to come to terms with people may not support you, even if it's your family. And you have to get to a place where you're okay with that. Like if you're going to tell somebody your dream. And I would hate for that to stop you or deter you from going after your dream just because someone has a traditional mindset of like, you need to go to school, get a degree, go work a 9-to-5, go work a job. If that's not what you see for yourself, I promise you there's something more for you. God has placed that dream in your mind for a reason. Like that's the whole reason why I'm making this video, because this is where people stop right before they get started. You can do everything that you set your mind to with the help of God. Now, if you want to be wealthy, I have a video just for you. I just dropped a video last week talking about principles that every future millionaire or wealthy person should know. So definitely watch that, and I will see you next week with a new one.